everybody, Wiliiam Bibbiani here for Crave Online. Everyone calls me Bibbs. I'm here at Comic-Con 2016 with the star of Captain America Civil War and the upcoming Black Panther. We got the Black Panther himself, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
Now you had a huge Marvel panel to a huge crowd of people.
Yeah.
What's that feel like now that you're the Black Panther?
It was a few people out there.
It's like there's like three.
Nah,
Yeah.
It was like, was it 6,000, 7,000, something like that?
That's ridiculous.
It was amazing. I mean, we announced some new people. Michael B. Jordan, Danai Gurira, Lupita Nyong'o. So yeah, it was great to announce new cast members and to see how people are excited about what we did already and what we're about to do.
What was the reaction you got from people like on the street when they started being able to recognize you and just saying, "You're Black Panther, you're awesome"? Because you're awesome before, but now you're Black Panther awesome. I think it's a different thing, right?
The funny thing about it is just seeing kids excited about it. But I take grown folk too. I take them as well. And everybody is just like, I can't wait for the standalone. So hearing I can't wait, it's a lot of pressure as well, but it's exciting.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing about Black Panther, there's a lot of cool things about Black Panther, but I think one of the cool things is a lot of our superhero stories have a lot of political themes. Here we have a superhero story about a politician. Mm-hmm. You inherit the mantle.
Well, he's a king. He's a king. He's a king.
That's true. It's not the same thing, but you are going to have. You're dealing with a world stage.
Yeah.
You're dealing with representing a country. What is that like? And what does that add to the character for you? That's different from any other superhero. Do you think?
I think it adds another layer of strategy because you're not just saving the world. You also are personally responsible for your own country. And does that at any point do those two things conflict? Wakanda is responsible for vibranium as well. It's something that they have protected and kept the rest of the world from having for particular reasons. So you're dealing with, world resources. You're dealing with, whether or not you're going to let other people into your country. Yeah. So those are aspects of it too. So it's not just go save this person from this situation.
Yeah, I can't imagine Black Panther stopping to stop too many bank robberies.
Right.
Yeah. At the end of Civil War, you're in a very tricky situation. It feels like the world has completely changed, and you're going to be at the center of it now, whether you ever wanted to or not. Mm-hmm. Did you talk to the Russos about what that meant, or is that something you're going to save for a future?
Well, I think that's up to Ryan right now.
Okay.
I think in terms of where it goes from here, he's already said that it is going to take place shortly after Civil War. So the events of Civil War will definitely affect whatever's going into that movie. Yeah. But it's more of a Ryan Coogler question.
That's fair. You were kind of the heart of this movie, if you think about it. Like, you're the only person, everyone else is being divided, and you're the person who's growing, and actually, I think, becoming more heroic over time as opposed to less. That's an interesting storyline because this is kind of your origin story, just tucked into this very big tapestry.
Well, it was difficult, a difficult task to try to put the origin story because there's not a lot of time on screen. And I knew it would be tricky because, we introduced the father, then the father's gone very quickly. And then, but you have to have a connection to him to move forward in the movie and even to move into to Wakanda, into Black Panther, into the standalone. So I knew that would be a difficult task, and I also knew that the turn at the end would be difficult as well. To decide that you don't want to be like everybody else and seek vengeance. But I do think it also takes the character into a place where you can see him as a world leader. You can see him making decisions that are bigger than himself, bigger than his personal feelings. It opens the door for the character to grow further.
Is it difficult to convey that kind of complexity in a full body, full face mask cat costume?
I think, yes, it is. Yeah. And, there has to be a physicality, like a difference in I think we talked about the differences in when you're trying to kill someone and when you're just fighting to get to the next stage. That was one of the things, one of the character things that dealt with being in the mask and the posture of the character. He couldn't always be animal-like because he's always a king because he's regal. So there needs to be the animal aspect, but there also needs to be a high erect stature to him at certain points too. I don't know how much the character will be in the mask all the time in the next movie, but will there be adjustments to that?
Yeah.
And how the suit is made? I don't know.
One of the cool things about the Marvel movies is all the interactions you get to do. And you started in a big crossover movie. I imagine Black Panther will be a little bit more focused on you. But are there any other heroes that maybe you didn't get much screen time with in Civil War or weren't in Civil War that you think would be a good fit, that you would like to team up with or even fight at some point down the line in this franchise?
As far as the next movie, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, but as far as superheroes that I am excited about the possibility of working with, like, you know, some of them the same ones again, like obviously Iron Man, Falcon, Cap. Would love for any of them to appear in a cameo in Black Panther as well. Not saying that that's going to happen.
Sure.
Winter Soldier would be cool.
You have him frozen now. You can just whip him out anytime you want and just
possible.
read some code words and just send him off against Wakanda's enemies.
Yeah, but I gotta say it that way because if I say if I say Winter Soldier and that, you know, leaving a movie like that, people will say, "Wait, Winter Soldier's gonna be a Black Panther." I can't say.
I'm wearing a Squirrel Girl hat right now. People think Squirrel Girl's gonna be in your movie.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's probably not true.
no, it's probably not. It's definitely not. It's definitely not gonna happen. But Doctor Strange is also one that I'm excited about, so it'll be cool.
Looks cool, right?
Yeah.
What do you? Okay, geek stuff. You're a Comic-Con, it's Geek Haven. It's not just Marvel Studios. It's DC. It's comics. It's Star Trek. Everything. What do you geek out about? Just Chadwick Boseman, the man.
You mean as far as the movies here?
Yeah. Like what are you nerdy about? Like, what's your thing?
Maybe Star Wars a little bit. Like I'm not a geek. I don't geek out about any of them. But
you can geek out about non-geeky things. Like you can geek out about like
Star Wars.
You can geek out about like I love American history books, man. They're so great. I just devour them.
No.
No.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Music sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, music. But no, I don't geek out about anything really.
It's interesting.
It's all.
You're completely alien to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can. You're a cool guy. I don't know if we're ever gonna hang out now, just because I don't know. I'm such a geek.
What besides Squirrel Girl, what's your geek?
Oh, Mystery Science Theater 3000. I grew up on that. It's very important to me. Let's see what else. I'm big into whole horror genre. You know, everything from H.P. Lovecraft to Evil Dead, all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
That's kind of one of my jams. Yeah. So my fiance's into anime, so I'm starting to get into that a lot more.
Okay.
Some cool stuff out there. You should check some of that stuff out.
I check it out a little bit, but I'm not going to.
There's no pressure. You're cool.
But you know what? Maybe I'm going to geek out about video games a little bit.
Yeah.
Soon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So they had me playing this virtual reality thing today. So I got obsessed with it very shortly. So it might be virtual reality games.
Just gonna go into Chadwick Boseman's house and just there in your goggles the whole
time.
time.
Shooting everybody.
Yeah. That's gonna be tight. Lawnmower Man remake with Chadwick Boseman. You'd pay to see
No.
I'd pay to see it. I'm just saying. Everybody, Chadwick Boseman. Captain America: Civil War is going to be on home video, VOD, DVD, Blu-ray in September, and Black Panther in 2017.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. We'll see.
We'll see.
Can't wait. Thanks, man.